What's up guys, welcome back to the video. So today we're going to be learning about ReactJS custom hooks. So let's get started. So in ReactJS, the custom hooks are kind of like different hooks to say, because till now what we learned are built-in hooks, and these are custom hooks, basically means created by us. So let's see what it says. So basically custom hooks are JavaScript functions whose name starts with use. So many people might think so use state is a custom hook, but it's not. So for like some of those, for like normally with custom hooks you can just use, that's basically what it's saying over there. So and these make these hooks that may call other hooks to perform other logic too. So it's kind of like flexibility with these are great too. So they love you to extract, reuse, and these are the some things that you don't even have to worry about, but I just put in there. So yeah, and this is basically just gonna say it's a powerful, it's a better way to share logic between components and stuff. But till here is enough, I guess. So till here, and so let's go ahead and see an example. So for this example, I'm gonna be using three files. So one is app, and this is what it has, update title, which I'm going to be creating over here. And this is going to be having a hook called use update title, which we are going to be using. Actually, it's a custom hook, sorry. So it's a custom hook, which is this one. So we're going to be doing that today. So let's see how our browser looks like. So this is how it's going to look like. And so basically our basic logic is basically whenever I click on the button, count should increase over here, and also in our title, which we I guess worked on some other example. I do not know exactly, but I guess it's like use effect. So it's kind of like the same example. So let's go ahead and start off with the update title. So let's go ahead and do the imports first of all. So we need use state and of course use effect. Let's go ahead and do this. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be creating a function component, a functional component over here. This is going to be update title. Let's go ahead and do update title. And if you've seen over here, I already imported this update title over here. So let's go ahead and copy this and paste it over there so that we don't make any mistakes on the typing. Export default, and there we go. So we're just creating a functional component and exporting it. So let's go ahead and start off by creating our counter. So const, and we're going to be having count and set count, and this is going to be use state, and it's going to start off with of course 0. And the next thing we want after this is let's go ahead and do use effect. So this use effect is gonna have something like this. So the reason why we are using use effect is so that we can perform some side code and stuff. So yeah, and we need dependencies. So let's go ahead and put the count, because this thing depends on the count. So inside our arrow function over here, so this is what we want. We want to have a document.title equals, and then we're just gonna be using a template string, and you're gonna be having something like this. So you're gonna put count in there, and I guess you can also add some text at the beginning. So let's go ahead and do count, and there we go. So that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and see here. So yeah, it's currently count equals 0, and we don't have any points to update it, so it's gonna update soon. So currently the count is 0 because we started off with 0. So let's set it to null. Let's reload this. So there we go, it's null still. So that's how this thing works. So let's go ahead and go use our return statement. And inside this return statement, I'm just gonna be having a button, and this is gonna just say count, and this is gonna be showing the count. So we're basically displaying the count inside the basically the thing that updates it. So yeah, on click equals, and then we're gonna have an arrow function. So normally many people would think we have to create a method over here or a function or in this. So you don't have to, because we're just gonna directly be using set count, and you can just increase over here count plus 1. If you have a function or a method, you can all use it over here. So let's go ahead and go over here. Let's go ahead and reload this. So there we go, that works. So let's go ahead and click on the counter. So it increases. So if you guys can see, I guess. So let's actually zoom this. So if I click on count, it's gonna increase over here, and also our title. So if I increase 3, 4, and both increases. So that's pretty much it about this. So till here we're just using the built-in hooks, which is use state and use effect. So if you want to be using your custom hooks, what you gotta do is you gotta remove all this code, actually this use effect, because that's where it's updating and stuff. So we are going to be putting this in our use update title, which is our custom hook. So first of all, let's go ahead and do the necessary imports. It's going to be use state and use effect. Actually, we're just using use effect, but if I may want to use effect, use state, so I'm just gonna import it for safe side. So let's go ahead and use effect. There we go. And the next thing we want is a functional component, and this is gonna be use update title maybe, because I just like it to be the same as title. So use update title. Let's spell this right. So there we go. And the next thing we want is to paste all the code over there, so it's our use effect over here, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and actually remove all this. And now till here, this thing doesn't even know what's our count and stuff, so it just knows that that thing use effect. So we just know that it's like a custom hook, but still, like, we are not exporting this, or this thing doesn't even know if this count works or not. So let's go ahead and first of all export this. I'm just gonna do use what's it, update title. So, and normally what you can do is you can directly use it over here. So use update title, and it's automatic gonna import over there. So we're using it, but we don't know what's count and stuff. So for that, you're gonna just have count as an argument or a parameter. So let's go ahead and override parameter, and you can just pass it over here. So the thing we're passing is the count over here, which is a use state, and it's gonna be accepting that, and it's gonna be using it over here. So that's pretty much it, what it's doing over there. So let's go ahead and go over here, and that's our custom hook. So let's go ahead and click on count, and that still works. So that's our use update title custom hook. So I just want to say you guys something. So you can just use, and then this update title, I just kept it on my own. You don't have to copy paste the same update title or so. If you want to work with this example, like, you can put it in anything you want, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's how you can create custom hooks, and you can do this with other things too. So basically, we're kind of like using a hook over here too. So we're using built-in hooks, and then we are just customizing it, or customizing all those. So as I said, it's gonna be easy for us to remember the logic or so. So if you want to use a specific hook. So that's pretty much it. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.